today? Today I'm going to show you how to make this bracelet, and this bracelet is a part of a necklace that I'm making. The necklace is not for beginners or for medium beaders. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make a tutorial of how to make the bracelet and with that the earrings, because that's just one part of the bracelet. I'm going to make that into a video and to a PDF. And for the advanced beaders, I'm going to make the necklace into a PDF file, and with that the bracelet and the earrings, so that you can make a set. But it's a little bit too hard to do on video, because it takes me about an hour or so to make only the middle part. And I'm going to show you today how to make this bracelet, and this is a mix and match bracelet. I'm going to show you here on a little part. This bracelet fits in all kinds of ways. So you can make the stars together, or just we're going to use rounduos today. So the rounduo part together, or you can mix and match it like this, but you can also do all rounduos and maybe just one star in the middle. You can just attach those together because it's one part. So you're going to make up your mind before you're going to make the whole part how you want them. You can also do two of these and then two of these and then two rounduos again. It is just what you like, so you can do a lot of things with these. I'm going to show you a part of the necklace because I didn't finish it yet. And this is the necklace that I was making. And as you can see, it is the basic simple part that we're going to learn today. So how to make the bracelet, but that's also the part of the necklace. And I made a centerpiece for it, and this is just a little bit harder. It's basically a little the same principle as with the rest of the necklace, but it's just a little bit different. And I think if I have to explain this to beginners or medium beaders, that's a little bit too hard, but it also takes a lot of time. So I'm going to make this one into a PDF file, also the bracelet, but this is a little bit harder. So I'm going to make this, I think, next week. I hope I will make that, because we are moving stuff in the house, so we're painting furniture and stuff like that. So I'm going to teach you how to make this one today, and I hope you will enjoy it. You will need Fireline, but you can also use Wildfire, sorry. And you can use this in 0.10 millimeters. You can also use it in 0.12 millimeters, but I won't go all that high, because I can show you we are going to work with 15/0s here, and you want to be able to still go through them. You will need a scissor, so a scissor of any kind. I'm just using a Beadsmith one. You will need one needle. I'm using a size 10 needle. If you have a size 12 needle, that's also okay. I'm using a clasp, and this is a 12 millimeter clasp, and two size 6 millimeter rings. You can also use 5 millimeter if you have those, and of course a different or a larger clasp. It's just what you like. You will need some rounduos, and as you can see on this bracelet, this is about a 7-inch bracelet, maybe a little bit smaller, that uses 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rounduos, so you can go a long way with these. So if you buy one packet, you can make many of these bracelets. You will need some superduos, and depending on how you're going to make the bracelet, if you're going to make it mix and match like this, so you're going to make it just like this, you don't need a lot, so you can have one bag and then you will have enough. You will need some 15/0s, and I'm using Miyuki Seedbeads, so some 15/0 Miyuki Seedbeads. And you will need some 11/0 Miyuki Seedbeads. I'm saying Miyuki Seedbeads because I found the pattern fits the best with that. You can also try Toho, but I wouldn't recommend it just for this project. I would recommend you using the Miyuki Seedbeads. So let's start. Before we start, I almost forgot to tell you, we'll also need a pair of pliers, because we need to close the rings. Sorry, I forgot that. Okay, now I'm going to show you how you can make this bracelet. You can make it the round ones first, or the star ones first. It is just what you like. But I'm going to show you how to start with a star. And when you get the technique I'm using, you can also just change this up. What we're going to do, we're going to thread our needle with about 2 arm spans of Fireline, and that is enough to make a full bracelet. Also, if you need a little bit of a larger bracelet, because this is about 7 inch, I think it's a little bit smaller than a 7 inch. I will fit it for you. Let's see. Yes, I think it's a tight 7 inch, because I have a little bit of room and I have a very small wrist. So I think it's a tight 7 inch. So if you need a little bit larger, you can also add like a lengthening chain or one of the rounds extra, just what you like. What we're going to do, we're going to pick up 8 seed beads on 1 needle. So that's 8 11/0 seed beads. Like this. And then we're going to slide them down. And now we're going to go through the first 2 of the seed beads and pull. Make sure that you hold your tail, because you don't want your you want a little bit of a tail, because you can hold it in better in that way, but you don't want a super large tail. Then you're going to pick up 1 11/0 and you're going through the next 2 seed beads and pull. Then you're going to do the same. So you're going to pick up 1 11/0 seed bead and you're going through the next 2 seed beads and pull. And one more time again. Going to pick up 1 11/0 and we're going through the next 2 seed beads and pull. And I'm going to zoom in a little bit for the last one so that you can see a little bit better. So I'm going to pick up 1 11/0 seed bead and I'm going through the next 3 seed beads, because we're going to end there, because that's our starting point, and pull. Now we're going to reinforce this, so we're going through all the beads and we're going to do this in this direction, and we're going to end in the same bead as we're coming out of now. So we're just going through all the beads. Like this. And then the last one. And we're going to end in that square. And now you're going to give this a gentle tug. So what we're going to do now is very important, because I'm going to show you this once. And I will see if I can zoom in just a little bit more so that you can see a little bit better. What we're going to do, we're going to start the star here, because the whole bracelet is made out of one part. So when I teach you this technique and you decided how you want your bracelet to look, you're going to make this in one part. What we're going to do, we're going to start a star here. So we're going to start the point of the star, and the one we're coming out of the seed bead is going to be a part of the point. So what we're going to do, we're going to pick up 2 11/0 seed beads, 1 superduo, 3 11/0 seed beads and 1 superduo, and we're going to do this until we have 5 on. So we're going to pick up 3 of the seed beads and then 1 superduo, because we want 5 superduos. And I'm going to show you this all the way, because it's easier for you to follow. So we have on 4 and now we have on 5. And when we have on 5, we're going to pick up 2 more seed beads. So 2, not 3, but 2. Like this. Now we're going to slide them down and we're going to bring them all the way to the end. Like this. Now we're going to hold our end and we're going to flip the work over so that you have it in a round. And what we're going to do then is we're going to skip the first seed bead and we're going through the second seed bead. So this is where it is attached to the beads, and we're going to skip the first one and we're going through that next seed bead, the next superduo, the next 3 seed beads and the next superduo, like this. And then you're going to pull your work, and it can be that you pull and that it ends up somewhere here. Then just grab your work and you're going to bring it all the way until you are tight at the end here. What we're then going to do, we're coming out of this superduo and we're going to flip this one over. And with our needle we're going through that second hole in the opposite direction. So we're coming out of the superduo on this side, and with our needle we're going into that same superduo. And I have a clogged hole here. I will try to... One second, I have to get my bead reamer, sorry. For that I needed to get my bead reamer to make the hole free. But what we're going to do is we're going through the opposite direction. So we're coming out of this side and we're going into this side of the superduo. So we're going to work on the inside. And pull. Now we're going to pick up 111.0 and we're going through the next superduo on the inside. So we're going to pick up the next superduo that is here, and we're going through that second hole that is on the inside. And pull, because we're going to work on the inside of the star first. And again I'm going to pick up 1 seed bead and I'm going through the next inner hole of the superduo. I'm going to zoom out just a little bit because I have the feeling that it won't focus. And pull. And we're going to do that all the way around. And I have another clogged hole. Sometimes I can make like a bracelet and it has no clogged holes at all. And sometimes I can make one and I have like several. But I have a little bead reamer here, and with that I can just open the hole. So I'm going through the next superduo. Oh. I was halfway through with the reamer. And another seed bead and going through the next superduo and pull. And the last one to close up the 5. And I'm going through the next seed bead also because that's next to that one. Now what is very important is that we're going to hold our work flat. So we're going to give the gentle tug, and what we're going to do, as you can see, here we ended with our loop, so that's at this point. So what we're going to do, we're coming out of this seed bead and we're going through all the superduos and the seed beads that we just added. And we're going to end in this superduo because that's the one before the loop, because we're going to make a reversed round in that way. So you're going to keep it flat. So what you're going to do, what I like to do, I'm right-handed. So I'm going to keep it flat with my left hand, and then I'm going to stitch towards me. So from the inner side to towards me, through the seed beads and through the superduos. And in that way I can keep my work flat. Like this. And I can still make the work strong, so I can give it a gentle tug. Like this. And now I'm at the superduo and I'm going through that superduo. So I'm going to show you, that's the superduo that is next to the loop. And what I'm now going to do, I'm going to go up. So I'm going through the same superduo in the opposite direction. And I'm going through that next seed bead that is next to that. So I'm going through this superduo and then through the next seed bead. Like this. Now we're going to pick up 3 seed beads, so that's 3 11/0 seed beads, and I'm going to skip this seed bead, and then I'm going through that next seed bead the top hole of the superduo and that next seed bead. So I'm coming out of the first one, I'm going to skip the second one, and then I'm going through that seed bead, the superduo and the seed bead, and I'm going to pull. And as you can see, that creates like a little spoke at the end, so a little point at the end. And I'm going to do that again, so I'm going to pick up 3 seed beads, I'm going to skip the middle one, and then I'm going through the next seed bead and the next superduo and the next seed bead and pull. And I'm just going to do that all the way around because it's just a little bit of work, so I might as well show you. So I'm going to do that again, and one more time. Like this. And I'm going to do that with the end here also. So I'm going to go through the seed bead, the superduo and the seed bead towards the loop. Now we're going to close the edge here because we made like a half of a star. So what we're going to do, we're going to pick up 1 seed bead, and then we're going through that seed bead that makes the spoke of the point here. I hope I say that correctly, sorry, correct me if I'm wrong. But I'm going to the spoke of the point here. So I'm going to make that hole, because if you look at the work, we have 3 here and then 2 up here. And we have that here also, 3 up here and then 2 up here. So we're going to attach that last seed bead that we're missing in this way. Now it can happen that you flipped your work around. That happens. It happens to me also, because somehow I get confused then, and then I'm going the other way around. So what can happen is that you have to go through the first 3 here, and then you're going to add 1 seed bead, and then you're going to continue like you would, because that sometimes happens. I don't know why, but it's especially if you make like the 2 rounds later on, it can happen like that. Then we're going, because we're coming out of this one, so that's the spoke. Then we're going through the next 2, and we're going through the superduo, and I'm going through the next seed bead there. So that's the top of the superduo. I pull. Now I'm going to show you, if you lay it flat and your work is like this, we're going to reach this point because we want the stars to lay upright. I'm going to show you that on the bracelet. So as you can see, we connected all these like this. So you have like the 5 points, and we're going to connect them in the middle of that, because I think that looks the best. I tried to alternate them, but I didn't really like that look. So what we're going to do, we're going to reach that point with our needle, and we're going to do that in the middle seed beads. So how we're going to do that is we're going through, I'm coming out of this one, and we're going through the next 2 seed beads like this, and pull. And so we're not going all the way around, but we're going through the middle 3 seed beads there. Then we're going through the superduo and the next seed beads. It's just how much you can do in one time, because if you can do 2, you do 2. Maybe you have to skip the superduo first and then do the superduo later. Maybe you can go through it in one time. That's also okay. Okay. Now I've reached the superduo and the point that I need to make. So I'm going out of the superduo and the next seed bead. And then you're going to stop there, because we're now going up. So we're going up through that next 2 seed beads here, like this. So as you can see, and you can flip your work in so that it stands out a little bit, we're now ended here. Now what I'm going to show you is for the people that want to make these all-stars, because in that case you also don't need your round duos and you just need super duos. What you're going to do is just exactly the same as we did from this point. So you have this point here, and that's exactly the same one as this point. So what you're just going to do is you're going to start the process all over. Maybe you need to play back the video, and you're just going to start all over with this point. So you're just going to make the next star here, and then you continue to do that until you have like a full bracelet. And that will look something like this, because I just made two just for example, but it will look like this next to each other. You can make it as long as you want. You can also make this into a necklace. So if you liked it, you can also make it in a full necklace without the pendant I showed you in the beginning, but you can also make that just like that. Now you can also attach a rounduo to it, and now I'm going to show you how you can attach a rounduo to it. So let's say you want to add a rounduo to it also. What we're going to do is we're going to pick up two 11/0 seed beads like this, and then we're going to pick up a rounduo. A rounduo is a 5mm round bead, and it has two holes in it, as you can see. So we're going to pick it up in one of the holes, it doesn't really matter which one, and we're going to slide it down. Then we're going to pick up two 11/0s again, and we're going through the next spoke, so the same spoke as we're just coming out of, but in the opposite direction. So I'm coming out of this way and I'm going through it in the opposite direction, and pull like this. And now I'm going to step up through those next two seed beads, so like this. I'm going to step up through the next two seed beads and pull, give it a gentle tug, and then go through that same hole, the first hole of the rounduo, and pull. Oh, stuck to my beading mat. Give it a gentle tug. And what we're going to do, we're going to pick up three 11/0 seed beads, and we're going through the second hole of the rounduo, and pull, give it a gentle tug. These can be sometimes, it depends on the color, a little bit sharp inside, so don't pull, so don't yank on it. You can pull, but you don't want to yank. Then we're going to pick up another three seed beads, and we're going through the opposite direction in the other hole of the rounduo. So we're coming out of this side and we're going into this side, like this. And then we're going through that second hole of the rounduo again. So we're coming out of this side and we're going up through the other side of the rounduo, and pull. And now we're going to pick up 5 seed beads, like this. And we're going through that same hole in the opposite direction of that second hole of the rounduo here. So like this, and pull. And here you can see you can get like a eye kind of shape. It's almost like a cat's eye or something like that. And what we're going to do now, we're going to now attach the bezel here. So we're going to pick up 5 15/0 seed beads, like this. And we're going through that same hole of the rounduo in the opposite direction, and pull. And then we're going down, so we're coming out of this hole and we're going through the other hole of the rounduo, and we're going downwards, and pull. We're going to pick up again 5 15/0 seed beads, like this. I'm going to turn my work around because I think it's easier. And then I'm going to go through that same hole in the opposite direction of the rounduo, and pull. Give it a gentle tug. Then we're going through the next 5 seed beads. So we're going through that 5 seed beads that we just added, and give it a gentle tug. And now we're going to pick up 4 15/0s. So not 5 but 4 15/0s. And we're going through the next 5 15/0s. So we're coming out of this one and we're going through these 5 15/0s. You don't have to do this in one time. You can just do it in 2 times, or if you need, in 3 times. And pull. And it will look like this. And now we're going to do that again. So we're going to pick up 4 15/0 seed beads, and we're going through these 5 seed beads. So there's 5 15/0 seed beads on the opposite direction, on the other side of this, and pull. Now what we're going to do, we're going through the next 2 seed beads, so the next 2 15/0 seed beads, like this, and pull. And now we're going to skip this point. So if you hold it in front of you, you have this point here. We're going to skip that one, and we're going through the 4 on the outside. So the 4 11/0s on the outside. So skip the middle one and go through the 4 11/0s on the outside and pull. And it will look like this. Now actually that is all there is to it, because if you want to make more of these, so I'm going to show you on this example that I have. As you can see, you can just repeat the steps, because when we started this one with the rounduo, we started it here and we just made this one, and you have that same spoke or that same point here, and you can just start either a star now, or you can start this with the rounduo. So you can also make 1 star and then 2 rounduos and 1 star. It is just what you like. You can really mix and match this up as much as you like. If you like to, you can also mix colors. I'm going to show you again on my necklace that I did not finish yet. As you can see here, you also have these colors, these mix and match. So here I have like the purple kind of polychrome superduos, and I used I believe it's like a gold iris. I will check for you. Yes, this is a metallic matte iris khaki is this called. And I really like this color. It's a very interesting color, and on the top I used golden seed beads. So as you can see, this is purple and gold together, but it's still a very nice combination. So you can combine this endlessly as you like. Now you can finish this any way you like. You can now just make it the same, so with the one I already did. So one with the superduos, one with the rounduos. And you can also mix and match it up just the way you like. And then I'm going to just show you how you can end it, because the end is just the same as the beginning. But I'm going to show you just as you work away your thread in the end. Now I'm going to show you how you can end this. So what you're going to do, you're going to pick up 8 11/0 seed beads. And you can end this on either a star or a rounduo. It doesn't really matter, because the point will be the same. So you're going to pick up 8 seed beads. And now I'm coming out of this way of this seed bead, and I'm going through the same seed bead in the opposite direction. And pull. Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to go through the next 2 seed beads and pull. I'm going to pick up 1 11/0. And I'm going through that next 2 seed beads, like this, and pull. I'm going to pick up 1 seed bead, so 1 11/0, not a 15/0, 11/0 seed bead, sorry. And then I'm going through the next 2 seed beads. I'm going to pick up 1 11/0 seed bead, and I'm going through the next 2 seed beads and through that point that we're coming out of here, so the spoke, just how you want to call it, and give it a gentle tug. Mold it a little bit in shape, like this. And now we're going to start here, and we're going to go through all the seed beads again. So just in the way that your seed beads go, you're going through all the seed beads again. Like this. And then what you're going to do, you're going through the next 3 seed beads. So again through the loop and pull. What you're going to do now, you're going to make a half hitch knot. I've been told it's called a half hitch knot, so I'm very glad I know that word now. So you're going with your needle underneath the thread between the seed beads, and you're going to pull a knot in that. So I'm going to do it one more time again. So you're going underneath, so I'm coming out of with my thread here. I'm going underneath it with my needle, and I'm going to give it a gentle tug. Then I'm creating a loop in that way, and with my needle I'm going in that loop. I'm going to give it a gentle pull. Be careful, because you don't want it wrapped around other beads. You just want to get the knot in between where you are having your thread there, so where your thread comes out. And when you did that 2 times, you're just going through the next 3 seed beads and pull. And now you're going to grab your scissor and you're going to cut this off. And you have the loop on the other side. So when you made the loop on the other side, so on the whole bracelet, you can just attach your rings and your clasp, and that's all there is to it. So I really hope you like this project. I would really love to see your creation, because I think that with the mix and match you can make such interesting things, because you have like a few options here. You can also make it like a rainbow or something like that if you have that kind of super duos or the round duos, just what you like. I would really love to see that. I will post a link down below where you can show me. And I would love to see that. So I really hope you like this project. Please give me a thumbs up if you like this project. Subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Facebook. And I'll see you next time. Bye. Have a nice day.